Burnside Skatepark was a successful act of diplomacy because the group of skateboarders that made Burnside created a park that is now sustained and accepted by the community, city, and state of Oregon. Burnside Skatepark could not have been born without the invention of the skateboard. In the 1950s, when surfers wanted to take surfing the waves to cruising the concrete, surfers then brought the idea of surfing the sidewalk when the surf was flat. This then led surfers to engineer a device that would let them apply surfing to the streets. Following this event was the first skateboarding boom in the 1960s. Although there was a big boom for skateboarding and the skateboarding industry, manufacturers could not keep up with the product demand, let alone improve the product. Because the amount of skateboards being sold dropped, so did the whole skateboarding industry. The drop in the industry did not create an end to skateboarding. As the 1970s rolled around, skateboarding literally rolled around by introducing the new polyurethane wheels. It seemed after skateboarding's first crash and recovery, skateboarding would remain to prosper over the years, but other recreations were created, such as BMX biking and roller skating. This caused another recession for the skateboarding industry. Each of these downfalls for skateboarding made a greater success for the next generation to come. When the 1990s began, the skate industry became its own worst enemy. A change was needed in resurrecting the skateboarding industry. Snowboarding's popularity helped skate shops and manufacturers stabilize the skate industry. This prevented another recession for the skate industry, as it has for the generation of 2000 and the beginning of the generation of 2010. Because the sport's increasing size, skateboarders created the largely known X Games. After the first few skateboarding competitions the X Games held, many eyes were open to the skateboarding's potential. This created a large recognition for skateboarding, creating more skateboard companies. Before the 1990s and before skateboarding was created, America was at war. America didn't seem to have a bright future. After the war ended, the U.S. changed in a positive way. Soldiers came back from World War II, found homes, jobs, and education. One example of how this happened was the GI Bill. Veterans who served in the military during the war qualified for this bill. The GI Bill then stated that the bill meant the government would pay for soldiers' tuition costs, standard education fees, and provide tool allowance for veterans training for skilled occupations. From this bill, veterans were able to earn a high wage, thus contributing to the economic boom from the 1940s to the 1960s and 70s. Following this event, the making of many new toys occurred, such as the hula hoop and the skateboard. There is no factual evidence to support who made the first skateboard. Steve Cave said it seems sometime in the 1950s, all over California, surfers got the idea to try surfing on pavement, as many others have concluded. After skateboarding evolved over a couple of decades, skateboarders were left with no place to practice in their recreation. In the video Full Tilt Boogie, it stated, skaters across Portland were facing their own issues. Not only was skateboarding a social stigma, it was illegal. Because skateboarding was illegal in Portland, Oregon, many skateboarders sought ways to practice in their recreation. The skateboarders in Portland were going to city meetings asking for the city to build a skate park so they can have a place to skate in the city, but the city denied the skaters any help many times, this causing a debate between the skaters and the city. One cause to the city saying no was the high liability and costly insurance. After the skateboarders went to city meetings and continuously asked the city to build a skate park, City Skate opened in 1990. The city of Portland raised $41,000 for this indoor skate park. In the video Full Tilt Boogie, it stated that this park proved to be less than mediocre. Before the skateboarders started the Burnside project, Burnside was a mess. There were old syringes, dirty mattresses, crapped-in clothes, and thick dust on the walls. From what has been told by many skateboarders, a story of Burnside can be gathered. The start of this park and the first bank to be made under the Burnside Bridge was by Brett Taylor in Osage, Buffalo. After a while, a bank was constructed along the bottom of the entire wall. After this, the construction moved to the other side of the lot, towards the street, and also around the pillars. Following this, a bowl was constructed, and a pocket was made around one of the pillars. Mark Scott was one of the leaders of this project. Mark designed many parts, if not most of the park. Mark Scott is also now the owner of Dreamland Skate Parks. Quickly, skaters started to notice what was taking place under the bridge. One skater, Sage Boyard, said, "When they showed me what was going on down there, there was just nothing but opportunity. More and more people started gathering and made a group that started creating more of a park rather than a little skate spot under the Burnside Bridge. With little money, the group of skaters became resourceful and made friends with local companies, one being Ross Island Cement Company. Ross Island Cement Company would come by Burnside and ask the workers if they wanted any cement, and then dump the cement in a pile. Skaters would come rushing in, planning what to construct next. When cement was coming in on a regular basis, the larger bowl was built. To make this, skaters broke up the black top, making a circumference and then digging a hole. The bowl became about 10 feet deep and has around a circumference of 30 feet. After this, Mark Scott got a backhoe to come in and dig for the team. From this, the square bowl was started, and the hip was made. Skaters now use this to get more speed for the wall and other tricks in the park. Following this, the sides were made and a smoother layer of cement was put over the park. The park will never be considered finished because it is not owned by the city and because the skateboarders rebuild and modify the park every year. Now that the park has been constructed, we can find numerous effects dealing with skateboarding in Portland and the skate industry around the world. Burnside cannot be credited for the growth in the skate industry alone, but it is one of the many reasons skateboarding has increased in size and popularity over the years. Now today, skateboarding gives many jobs to people around the U.S. There are 97 members of the International Association of Skateboard Companies and many other companies to add to the total amount of skateboard companies around the world. There are at least 2,730 skate shops in America, and there are 5 to 10 people that work at each skate shop. This means there is an estimated amount of 13,650 to 27,300 jobs given by just the skateboarding shops in America, not including the jobs of being a professional skateboarder, a company owner, a product deliverer, product designer, or accounting manager. Burnside has made a big impact on skateboarding in Portland also. After the making of Burnside, there are listed 108 skate parks in Oregon. There are a few others being built at this moment. On June 15, 1992, the city passed the Resolution 1153 and supported Burnside Skate Park. Over some years, Burnside has been mentioned in newspaper articles, numerous skateboarding videos, MTV Sports, countless magazines, and Hollywood videos such as Free Willy and The Hunted, and various books and many other places. Every year on Halloween, Burnside celebrates its anniversary. This day, people literally come from all over the world to see Burnside. Burnside is now 20 years old and prospering.
Burnside started in 1990 with a simple flat bank and a little bit of tranny up to that. There was no real plan, there's no blueprints, no schedule, no nothing. It just pretty much happened piece by piece.
An informal skateboarding park built and paid for by the skateboarders themselves. It's here under the Burnside Bridge on the east side. Police say the park's actually cleaned up the neighborhood a little bit. There's been a decrease in vandalism and illegal drug use in that area. The mayor's office will administer the site. The skateboarders themselves will maintain it. Mark Scott's been working on this project for almost 2 years. He says the resolution's nice, but he wants even more.
I'd like to get it so I could be a national monument or something, so I'd stay there forever. But that's just, I'm probably dreaming there, but, I just like building and I like skating, and it's just the place to do it for me. It's a pretty organic place, started by skateboarders, built by skateboarders. I'm just psyched that this place exists. It's unique, it's amazing, it's something else. I've traveled the world and I still have never encountered a place like Burnside.